So you want more than 60 FPS? You want more FPS on your console? Well, don't worry, I've got you hooked up because today's video is going to be the best guide on YouTube showing you how to get the most amount of performance and FPS out of your console, whether it be Xbox, PS4 or Nintendo Switch. Some benefits this video actually includes is getting you higher FPS, lower input delay, and smoother gaming experience on your console for the game Fortnite. Now please, to put your mind at rest, we do not break your console or harm it in any way. We're just maxing out the most performance it can get and sucking up every last bit of FPS your console provides. But here on my channel, we actually like to do things differently, as I like to think of my subscribers as a small family, as it's you guys are the ones that need the tips. So I read every single comment and see what tips you guys actually want. So if you want to join the family of helping each other get better at Fortnite and choosing your personal tips, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment what tips you want to see next video, and obviously turn notifications on so you never miss a video that could be dedicated to you. Also, drop a like for the YouTube algorithm, it helps me out a lot. Alrighty, so now we're actually on my Xbox, and don't worry if you're on PS4, then this can work exactly the same for you. There'll be some translated settings that you guys can put on your PS4 or Nintendo Switch, that sort of thing. But anyways, you want to first hop into your actual settings. You want to go ahead and go straight over to your actual settings tab on your Xbox. Alright, so now you made it over here. All you want to go ahead and do is go down to this little setting tab. This might be a little bit different for you on PS4, but I'm sure you can find something equivalent. Anyways, moving down, you want to go ahead and go over to the power mode or startup. You want to go ahead and click on this. And I'll get into what PS4 needs to do in a second, but for Xbox, what you want to go ahead and actually change is this power mode. And now a lot of you people may think that instant on may be a better option, but actually the energy saving mode is actually better, because what this allows your Xbox to do is every time you turn off your Xbox, it actually turns off physically, whereas with the instant on, it just turns off slightly. It doesn't fully go to sleep, so it never actually gives your Xbox a chance to actually rest up. Whereas now, when you go ahead and turn it on with the energy saving mode, it will go ahead and put 100% of the performance into it when you're actually using it, and actually when you've turned it off, it can rest and everything like that. Now, if you're on PS4, what you want to go ahead and do is there should be a mode somewhere around in the settings about power mode, and you want to go ahead and turn on this thing called boost mode. And now what this boost mode will do, and it'll actually basically make your PS4 run fast and everything like that. Super useful, and it's pretty much the equivalent to us Xbox people using this. So definitely PS4 people, turn on your PS4 boost mode. That might be found on the PS4 Pro only. However, I'm sure a lot of people only have the Pros anyways nowadays, so that'll be handy. Alright, so moving on, you want to go ahead and move your way down to the devices and streaming, and you want to see this thing called the Blu-ray. Now on the Xbox, we actually have the option for Blu-ray, and I'm pretty sure it's very similar on the PS4. You have also a Blu-ray option. So go ahead and move over to the Blu-ray. If you do not have this, then do not worry. But if you do, then make sure to go ahead and click on it. And now what a lot of you may not realize, even if you don't think you've ever used Blu-ray, whatever it is, and you don't know how the hell it means, it's basically over the years of having an Xbox and using discs and whatnot, it's going to build up this stuff called persistent storage. And now what we can actually do is go ahead and click on this and go ahead and hit clear persistent storage. And then what this will do is actually free up loads of space on our Xbox, giving it more FPS dedicated to the game. Let's go ahead and click on the clear persistent storage. Boom, that is done. And now if you haven't done this ever before, then I guarantee you'll see some drastic performance changes after doing this. And if you're on PS4 and Nintendo Switch, just look around in the settings for anything you can clear, like cache or anything like that, cookies, anything like that. Just try and clear or delete anything that is unneeded. Next, move our way back up to the network settings. And I know this is actually an FPS guide, but while we're in the settings, I may as well tell you the secret tip to get even better ping and performance. So all you want to go ahead and do is click on this advanced setting option. And now once you click on the advanced setting option, you want to go ahead and actually go down to the DNS setting. And now rather where it usually be on automatic, and not a lot of you people may know about this and you may not understand, but basically we can actually benefit from using people like Google servers and people that have a lot of money and have really great internet speed. We can actually benefit from using some of their great internet speeds and servers. So you want to actually go ahead and change these primary. If you want to go ahead and put 8.8.8.8 and have them all filled out with 8, that'll be for the first one. You're going to go ahead and do that, and then hit the enter button and move on to the secondary. And now for the secondary, you want to have it a little bit different. You're going to go ahead and put 8, and then you want to go ahead and change it up and put 4 and then 4, and then what this will do is go ahead and connect us to the DNS server. Will actually give us better ping and performance. I can guarantee you, if you don't have good internet, try this out, or even if you have good internet, definitely make sure to try this out. And then boom, when you back out, it should say everything is good to connect to, and you go ahead and click continue, and you'll be chilling. It should be the exact same on a PS4. Just go ahead and go into your network settings, and there'll be definitely a manual option for the actual advanced settings. Now, you guys may not know how actual gaming systems work, but it's actually very similar to a PC. And now, if you've ever had a PC, then you'll know the least amount of stuff on it, the faster it can actually run things, because it doesn't have as much stuff clogging it up. So it's the same for an Xbox, PS4, or anything like that. So if obviously we are limited, and I believe I only have like around a terabyte of storage on my Xbox, something similar for you guys on PS4 and things like that, and you'll actually have many games actually taking up all that storage. So if you have any games that you never play anymore and you don't actually use, but it's just clogging up your system and making unnecessary space, you're going to go ahead and actually delete these. And now I'm not telling you to obviously delete your games if you don't want to, but it's just if you want the best performance possible. If ideally, if you lived in a world where you just played Fortnite, you just want Fortnite on your system, and that would give you the most dedicated like FPS going to that game only, and having the most cleared up storage. So definitely just go ahead and delete any other games that you don't play. So for example, I haven't touched Escapist in a long time, nor Minecraft do I play anymore, so I could definitely delete these games. Alright, so we're actually not finished here, and there's actually some more optimizable features in the game to give us more FPS, and we're definitely going to take advantage of them. So let's go ahead and load into Fortnite now and change some of them settings, and I'll teach you the ones you need to change to get the better FPS. Alright, now please don't hate me, I am actually on my PC for this, but this will be the exact same tips that you'd get on the Xbox. It's just the fact that my actual game on my Xbox wasn't updated properly, so just ignore the fact I'm on PC for this tutorial. But anyways, moving on, you'll still get the same FPS benefits as what I'm about to tell you. So scrolling down in the advanced graphics, you'll have this on a PS4 Pro. This won't actually be on your Xbox, but if you're on PS4 Pro, definitely do this. And you might have a different sort of whereabouts in your settings this will be, but just turn off your motion blur. That'll be a really big game changer. That'll actually give you way more FPS. Moving on though, for some more of you Xbox players and PS4 and everything overall, this is another really good one. And you're going to go down to your replays, and if you do not have these turned off already, what are you doing? Turn these off right now. What it actually does is when you're playing a Fortnite game, you know how it saves a replay you can go watch afterwards? Well, actually recording actually affects your FPS too. So you can actually go ahead and turn off some of these recordings so it doesn't actually do anything extra while you're waiting and you're playing a game, so you'll get the maximum amount of FPS possible. Moving on though, you want to go ahead and actually come over here to these settings in the audio tab, and you want to go ahead and go over to subtitles, and as you can see the subtitles right here, turn those bad boys off. You do not want subtitles on. I don't know why people want those on. It's just text pop-ups that can actually affect your game, because that's to process more text on the screen and all that juicy stuff. You want to turn that off. And then coming over here, another really great optimizable tip I have for you guys is just honestly to have your game in Do Not Nope. If you're an actual professional player and want the best FPS performance, you're most likely a scrim player. So this actually allows you to see through the zone. So if you're ever playing in like scrims or something like that, then definitely make sure to turn this off, as you'll get the best performance and you'll also get to see through zones. So have Do Not Nope on, and I'd recommend 6, so it's not too overpowering, but at the same time it is very nice. Alright, so moving on, this is actually a really big game changer that not many people know, and this might sound really ridiculous, but you actually want to have a default skin on. And now this isn't just me taking the mickey, this is actually a legit thing. So basically how Fortnite works, and when it processes skins, if you've ever seen any like fancy black blings or something like that where it glows or something like that, for example, and what that actually does is taking up extra FPS to actually present to you a glowing feature outside of the thing, or something like that. Even just like things like this where it has like effects coming off of it, you want to have minimal things having effects coming off of it. So also here, this pickaxe actually has a little bit of a shine that comes off of it, so that's once again just extra things that you don't need. And for example here, if I go into actual skins, you can see, for example, these eyes, they're glowing with this like dust that comes out of them. So that's an actual extra effect that your actual game has to process. So if you wear a default skin, it's going to actually minimize the amount of effects that has to be played or any moving objects on the skin. So that's definitely going to improve your FPS, guys. That is definitely everything that you could have done if you wanted to get better FPS on your console. Also, one little extra tip, if you're ever playing creative, try and have the most plain island, because if you have the really plain island, then what that'll do is your game will actually have to load in less stuff, so it'll actually give you the best FPS and input delay possible. So definitely make sure you have a really clear island. Don't be playing on in these crazy like galaxy maps. They're just going to go ahead and lag your PS4, Xbox, whatever you're playing on even more, that you really do not need to be doing. So yeah, definitely make sure you go ahead and do that, guys. But that's been pretty much it for today's video, so definitely make sure to drop a fat like on the video if you are still watching, because that means you've clearly enjoyed this and you're probably going to go ahead and use some of these tips I gave in today's video. Also, go ahead and comment if you would like to see a PC version for this. So if you are on PC and you would like to see a PC version of FPS boosts, then I can definitely make sure to go ahead and upload one of those in future. Also, make sure to subscribe if you want to get better at Fortnite overall, get some more Fortnite tips to help you improve on console, PS4, PC, anything like that, guys. Just overall getting better on Fortnite, make sure to subscribe with notifications so you never miss another post. But only do subscribe if you're actually going to watch my content in future. But anyways, guys, I hope you all had a great time here and hope you have learned a lot of stuff. But other than that, I guess I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.